Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another video on the channel. Thank you for all the support on the previous videos. It really is appreciated and really does help the channel grow. Please remember to continue to like and subscribe and support the channel as well. Really much appreciated, as there is a lot of exciting content coming on this channel this year. So please stay in tuned and press that notification bell. This video is going to be my predictions for the Uefa Europa Conference League semi-finals for the first legs, which are being played tonight. Let's get straight into it then. We've got Leicester versus Roma at the King Power Stadium. Let's go through the last 6 results and then we can get a prediction. On April the 7th, Leicester drew at home in the Europa Conference League first leg quarter-finals to PSV Eindhoven. On April the 10th, they then played Crystal Palace at home in the Premier League and won by 2-1. They then played the second leg in Holland in Eindhoven and won by 2-1, which made them progress to this stage. On April the 17th, they then travelled to Newcastle in the Premier League and lost by 2-1. And they are recently coming off back-to-back draws, 1-1 away at Everton and 0-0 at home to Aston Villa. Roma, on the other hand, April the 3rd, they won 1-0 away at Sampdoria in Serie A. April the 7th, they travelled to Bodo Glimt of Norway in the first leg of the Europa Conference League quarter-finals. They lost by 2-1. They then played Salernitana in Serie A and won by 2-1 at home on April the 10th. They then had the second leg at home to Bodo Glimt, where they won by 4-0, which made them progress 5-2 on aggregate. And recently they are coming off a 1-1 away draw in Serie A at Napoli and a 3-1 away defeat against Inter Milan. So Leicester are coming into this game on the back of no wins in 3. They're coming into this on back-to-back draws against Everton and Aston Villa, 2 teams down in the lower end of the table. Roma, otherwise, are coming into this on the back of a draw and a defeat in Serie A to Napoli and Inter Milan, who are fighting for the league title. Their last victory in all competitions came against Bodo Glimt in this competition in the second leg of the quarter-final on April the 14th. Leicester's last win actually came in this competition as well, away at PSV Eindhoven. So something's got to give, hasn't it? Or has it? My prediction for this game will be a 2-2 draw. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw because both teams have quality. Let's get straight into the lineups. Some of the teams that Leicester can put out there. In their last game against PSV, they played with a 4-3-3 formation. They played with Kasper Schmeichel in goal, with Ricardo Pereira, Wesley Fofana, Johnny Evans and Timothy Castagna as a back 4. With a midfield 3 of James Maddison, Yuri Tillemans and Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. And then they played with a front 3 of Mark Albrighton, Kelechi Iheanacho and Harvey Barnes. Ricardo Pereira and James Maddison were the goal scorers in this game for Leicester to get them through to this stage. They've also got players like Patson Daka off the bench, Sayuncu off the bench, James Justin, Vestergaard, Jose Perez, Ademola Lookman and Jamie Vardy back from injury as well. So that's confidence boosting for Leicester. Roma, on the other hand, we will go into the team that they beat Bodo Glimt with by 4-0. And they played with Rui Patricio in goal. They played with a 3-4-1-2 formation with Rui Patricio in goal, Gianluca Mancini, Chris Smalling and Ibanez as a back 3. With Rick Karsdorp, Brian Cristante, Henrik Mkhitaryan and Nikola Zaleski as a midfield 4. with Lorenzo Pellegrini in the number 10 box-to-box role, with Nicola Zaniolo and Tammy Abraham up front. The goal scorers in this game were Tammy Abraham got a goal and Zaniolo got a hat-trick. They've also got the likes of Sergio Oliveira they can bring off the bench. Ainsley Maitland-Niles they can bring off the bench. Stefan El Shawari off the bench as well, and Carlos Perez off the bench. So they've both got strength and depth in their squads. They've both got cracking managers, Leicester in Brendan Rodgers and Roma in Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho will still think he is the special one and will probably be favourites to win this tournament if they can get past Leicester. But let's see, it'll be a very intriguing game at the King Power across the two legs as well. But in this game, the first leg, I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. Okay, let's get into the second semi-final then. We've got Feyenoord of Holland versus Marseille of France. We'll go into the last 6 results and try and make a prediction. Feyenoord on March the 23rd, they played a pre-season friendly at home to RKC Waalwijk and they drew 3-3. April the 2nd, they beat Willem 2-0 at home in the Eredivisie on April the 2nd. April the 7th, they played their first leg of the Europa Conference League quarter-final at home to Slavia Prague and they drew 3-3. April the 10th, they then beat Heracles Almelo 4-1 away from home in the Eredivisie on April the 10th. And then they travelled to Slavia Prague for the second leg and won by 3-1, which meant that they progressed 6-4 on aggregate. And then recently they are coming off a 2-1 home win to Utrecht in the Eredivisie. Marseille, on the other hand, April the 7th, they won 2-1 at home to PAOK Salonika in the first leg of the Europa Conference League quarter-finals. And then Ligue 1, April the 10th, they beat Montpellier 2-0 at home. April the 14th, they then went to PAOK Salonika and won by 1-0, which meant they progressed by 3-1 on aggregate. April the 17th, they then travelled to Paris Saint-Germain and lost by 2-1. And recently they're coming off back-to-back wins with a 3-2 home win to Nantes on April the 20th and a 1-0 away win to Reims on April the 24th. So let's look at some of the key players then for each team in this game. We'll look at the Feyenoord team who they beat Slavia Prague 3-1 away from home with, and we'll see where their strengths are. They play with a 4-3-3 formation as well. They have currently got Marciano in net with Gertruda, Truna, Menassi and Malasia as a back four, with Trunkstad, Arnes, Cuckoo in a midfield three, with Reece Nelson, Sino Dessers and Luis Sinterara as a front three. Sorry if I got any of them pronunciations wrong. And then off the bench, not really any recognised names there, but it looks like they bring on Marcus Pedersen, Jorrit Hendricks as well for Reece Nelson, Johanbach as well. So they've got some quality there. Feyenoord, no real players I realise. But they've got the threats. Feyenoord, they obviously got to this stage. They deserve to get to this stage. They've got some players that are one player or two that I recognise. Reece Nelson on one from Arsenal, so he's a threat. He's playing a good level of football over there in the Netherlands. We were now going to the Marseille team, who beat PAOK Salonika in that legs. They've got Steve Mandanda in goal with a back four of Paul Lirola, William Saliba, Drew Kalatakar and Saeed Kolasinac, with a midfield three of Matteo Guendouzi, Pape and Gerson, with a front three of Kenzik Under, Cedric Bakambu and Dimitri Payet. So there's some recognised names there from the Premier League, such as Saeed Kolasinac, William Saliba, Matteo Guendouzi, Saeed Under and Dimitri Payet. They've also got the likes of Babaku Kamara they can bring off the bench as well. Baba Dieng as well, decent player. So there's some good players they've got there. Marseille, they will cause a threat to Feyenoord. It'll probably be an evenly matched game, but I'm going to go with a 2-1 away win for Marseille in this game. I just see them having that little bit much more quality with the likes of Payet in the team, Under in the team, Guendouzi ruling that midfield, Saliba as well at the back, and a good experienced goalkeeper in Mandanda as well. But the likes of Reece Nelson, etc. will cause a problem for Marseille as well with Feyenoord. But I am going to go with a 2-1 away win for Marseille in this first leg. So there we go. They're my predictions for the first legs of the Europa Conference League semi-finals. Let me know down below in the description, or message me on any of my socials, which I will leave down in the description below as well, about what your thoughts are on my predictions and what you think your predictions are and who you think is going to win the Europa Conference League this season. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share the channel as well, as there is loads of exciting content coming this year, and I will catch you again soon.